Hi friends, how are you? Coming to you from southern Vermont in early spring, and it's a beautiful day. So I've been out in the garden. We're getting our composting. It's getting ready. It's getting ready to come out of the long winter sleep, and we have the weather is warm. I mean, it's like amazing after such a long winter. And this has been a long winter with lots of snow. We had a bunch of snow last week. But enough about the weather. I have been busy doing all kinds of things, and I'd like to just share some of them with you. But first off, I'm going to share with you what I'm working on currently. I am still knitting, but it's taking me forever. I am working very slowly, more slowly than normal. This is the I can't remember the name currently. It's in the Amarisu fall winter catalog. It's a shawl and this really cool diamond shaped cable. So that's really cool. I'm doing it's going to be super warm and really it's a diamond kind of shape, and then there's going to be a shawl collar that comes around, and it's a cable without using cable needles. You just kind of, it's like a little bit of a complicated knit from behind kind of twisting while you knit, but kind of a pretty simple knit, pretty easy knit. It does have a couple of charts, and I'm excited to get it done. I don't know when I'm going to get it done at this point, because we're painting here in the house. We've decided we're going to go with an Art Nouveau look for our 1929 house, which was painted completely white by the prior owners, and we have gone with white and a really deep color called Hague blue. If you're interested in that kind of thing, that's what we're putting on the trim and all the woodwork, and we're doing the hallways and the staircase and the railings and all of that in this really deep blue in a glossy finish, and I absolutely love it. It is so rich and deep and moody, and I love this yellow. It contrasts so beautifully with this red, I think, and the plants that we have in here. This whole room is filled with plants, and I think as the summer, is spring and the wildflower flowers start to come through, and I have my flowers out, and I think it's just going to be so peaceful and beautiful in here. I really love the look of a colorful handcrafted home as much as possible. I don't know how much we'll be able to accomplish, but the big plan is that we're going to paint the fireplace completely black, and then the mantle and the brick behind the fireplace is also going to be painted black. And then Sophie doesn't know this yet, but our daughter is going to paint a mural on that wall, and we were going to do wallpaper, and we looked and we just couldn't decide. It was like there's so many beautiful wallpapers, so many really beautiful ones, and then I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if we did it in the dark blue, and then Sophie painted a beautiful mural on there, some kind of floral, really Art Nouveau, and she's an art history student, so she could really perfectly do, like, I don't know, some kind of William Morris thing, something. So it's been really filled up here. We've been super busy with that, and between this and the garden, and then I've taken on some new positions at work, so it's been really busy, and I've just been running around and really just trying to maintain a sense of peace about the spring. It's really easy to get like super excited, want to be outside, and kind of resist. The feeling is outward, right? The feeling is to like be out and be doing something all the time. And I'm really trying to just like stay balanced and stay within, because I find that, there's something really beautiful about the winter with knitting, is that, you're returning to your center, and you kind of, there's a rhythm, and there's a peacefulness, And there is a a return to that, right? There's a constant, like you go to work, you do your things, you go outside, you come back in, you do your knitting, and it's kind of like this beautiful, it kind of balances out the excess of life. And in winter, we're naturally inwardly directed, but in spring, we kind of just, want to be outside. And I'm trying to find ways to stay centered and stay, focused on the inward spiritual stuff during this beautiful time. So I'm going to share with you a beautiful poem that I just have to locate. So hold on one second. So I'm going to read for you Kindness by Sylvia Plath. And I'll just read it and then we'll see. Kindness. Kindness glides about my house. Dame Kindness, she is so nice. The blue and red jewels of her rings smoke in the windows. The mirrors are filling with smiles. What is so real as the cry of a child? A rabbit's cry may be wilder, but it has no soul. Sugar can cure anything, so Kindness says. Sugar is a necessary fluid. Its crystals a little poultice. Oh, Kindness, Kindness, sweetly picking up pieces. My Japanese silks, desperate butterflies, may be pinned any minute, anesthetized. And here you come with a cup of tea, wreathed in steam. The blood jet is poetry. There is no stopping it. You hand me 2 children, 2 roses. So that just feels like the coming of spring to me. Kindness after a long winter of, the cold and the snow, and it went on for so long, and it sometimes feels like winter is going to go on forever, and there'll never be any kindness shown to us anymore. And how long will we have to wait? And then suddenly spring comes and we remember kindness. So I hope you're having a kind spring. And what else has been going on? I have been, still doing my meditation, my chanting. I'm thinking about doing a workshop in August. I have to see if I can do it. There's always this balance, right? Maybe others feel this way as well. There's so much in life, right? We have children, we have husbands, we have wives, we have jobs, and we have ourselves and everything that goes along with that. And we want to do so many things, right? We want beauty, we want creativity, we want, our knitting is part of that. We want stimulation, we want books, there's just so much of life, right? There's so much to take, there's so much richness, and it's really, I know that everyone always talks about self-care, it's so important, and it's so important, right? And this is really what we're talking about, is taking the time to fill our own glass so that we are able to give to others. And for me, it's choosing these things, because I don't have an unlimited supply of time or money or, the ability to do everything that I like. So it's picking and choosing and finding which is going to give me the most, fulfillment for the time and effort that I put into it. And so I do a lot of these workshops that are like weekly kind of, quick 2-hour things, and they're very helpful and they're really great. But I really feel like there's something about going to an event now that we're kind of doing that again, and spending time and really going more deeply into like looking what it is that truly feeds us and where our lives are at, and examining. It's natural, I think, to think about beginning again in spring. And I think it's natural when your children are at the ages that my children are, 19 and 15, to think about beginning again, right? Because it's like I'm still very much a mother. I'm still very much, that's a huge role for me, but it's not the same encompassing when they're young. it's an encompassing role. It's a role that you just think will never end, and they don't need you as much as they get older. And so to find these ways of, you know, fulfilling ourselves, making our life meaningful is like, it's an ongoing process, and it's not an easy process. So this is, you know, just all the things that I'm thinking about. You know, there's the garden and how it feeds me. There's my knitting and how it feeds me. There's my reading, there's writing, there's creativity, there's painting, there's, you know, surrounding yourself with the beautiful things that you want to have. And then there's inner longing, right? The longing for peace that needs to be cultivated and planted. Seeds need to be planted that way as well. And that is an ongoing process. So that's where I'm at. I hope that you, like I said before, I hope you're having a peaceful spring. I hope you're having these kinds of questions. And I'd love to hear what others feel about these kinds of questions and these kinds of issues. I have in here some video of some walks I've taken up in the mountains, and at the end of those videos I have a short little video of some bear cubs that are playing in the mountains very close by to my work. It is so cute, and they are just so amazing. So yeah, hope you're having a great, hope you're going into your summer knits. Love to hear what you're knitting, what's going on. I'm looking for some inspiration for summer knitting. Where should I go? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you choose, if you'd like to. I'd love to have you as part of this group and hear from you and hear your thoughts. Be well. Bye-bye.